Atami and Hakone Journey. Welcome to Atami and Hakone, two of Japan's most famous hot spring destinations. Here, lush nature and rich history come together to enchant every traveler. Atami, a paradise of the sea and hot springs. Stretching along the coast, Atami Onsen has long been a healing retreat. At Atami Sun Beach, you can relax to the sound of waves, and at night, enjoy magical illuminations. Wrap up your trip with local specialties like Atami pudding and dried seafood. Hakone, mystical mountains and stunning lakes. Hakone captivates with its diverse natural scenery. As you ascend, the noise of the city fades, replaced by a sense of tranquility that clears your mind. Lake Ashi, a mystical mirror on the water. Beyond the lake lies Mount Fuji, and on the water, elegant pirate-style sightseeing boats glide. The view, where sky and water melt into one, feels like time itself has stopped. Ovakudani, the smoky valley of geothermal wonders, a landscape born from volcanic power, with the smell of sulfur in the air. Try the famous black eggs. Legend says eating one adds 7 years to your life. Hakone Ropeway, a bird's-eye view of Hakone's beauty. Take the ropeway from Ovakudani and gaze down upon mysterious mountain ranges, floating in the sea of clouds. It's like soaring through the sky. Hakone Yumoto, the journey's end, once a healing stop for travelers in the Edo period. Hakone Yumoto Onsen is perfect for soaking away your fatigue. Bring home your segi marquetry crafts, or the soft, delicate Yumoki sweets as souvenirs. Let your body and soul be warmed. The beautiful landscapes and soothing hot springs of Atami and Hakone are waiting for you. Where will your next destination be? The connection between Hakone's mountains and Mount Fuji. Hakone and Mount Fuji are deeply connected both geographically and historically as part of the majestic landscape, shaped by Japan's volcanic forces. Volcanic connection. Both Hakone and Mount Fuji were formed through volcanic activity, while Mount Fuji, elevation 3,776 meters, stands as an iconic solitary peak. Hakone features a caldera landscape known as Hakone Volcano. Hakone's volcano, formed about 400,000 years ago, is older than Mount Fuji and gave rise to Lake Ashi and Ovakudani through a massive eruption. Mount Fuji, born roughly 100,000 years ago, began to grow after Hakone's activity calmed, like receiving a volcanic baton. Hakone's Mount Fuji viewpoints. Hakone's elevated terrain offers prime viewpoints of Mount Fuji, each season bringing a new expression of the sacred mountain. Take Kanzen, a perfect spot to see both Lake Ashi and Mount Fuji together. Komagatek Ropeway, a chance to view Mount Fuji floating above a sea of clouds. Hakone Skyline, Ashinoko Skyline, scenic driving routes with panoramic views of Mount Fuji. From autumn to winter, the air becomes clear, and the harmony between the lake and the mountain is breathtaking. Historical and cultural connections. In the Edo period, Hakone was a checkpoint on the old Tokudo Road, with many travelers crossing it on their way to Mount Fuji. Hakone and Mount Fuji have always played key roles in Japan's travel traditions. Furthermore, Fuji worship has long been part of Japanese spirituality. Hakone Shrine, located in Hakone, is deeply linked to this tradition. Summary: the bond between Hakone and Mount Fuji. Geological connection: both are volcanoes, with Hakone predating Mount Fuji. Scenic connection. Hakone offers some of the best Mount Fuji viewpoints. Historical and cultural connection. Edo era travelers passed through Hakone to reach Mount Fuji. Spiritual connection. Hakone Shrine is closely tied to Fuji worship. In other words, Hakone is the gateway to Mount Fuji, a place that has long supported the journeys and spiritual pursuits of the Japanese people. Walking the mountains of Hakone while feeling the connection to Mount Fuji and the earth beneath is truly one of the great joys of travel.